Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? My name is Wikandria pradinang. I would like to share to you is about paper ideas. The first time I will start about my presentation from the title. From the second is about the case study used, and last is about the hypnosis. The title from paper ideas we make is the impact of the use the internet on children and how important the role parents in overcoming it is. We use a case study internet quiz on the background explaining about the era where everyone used technology. Indonesia is the one of the countries that use this technology a lot from convenience of all their affairs, especially the use of the internet. In Indonesia, the use of internet is growing rapidly. Many things can be done via the internet. One of them is the internet can be used to get information and also can save time. The internet not only has a positive impact, but the internet has a negative impact on the users, especially children. Children use the internet usually to open online games. This is what makes the beginning of the children addicts to the internet. Usually, children who are addicted to the internet are children who interact less with their friends, are more aloof, are more emotional, and care less about the environment. Children are also not able to choose beneficial activities. They are affected by the social environment without considering the impact. The role of parent is very important supervising the guidance children in the use of the internet so that this does not become an addiction and has a negative impact on the children's behavior. Parents must be responsible for directing and controlling children to use the internet well, for example, for education and increasing knowledge. In addition, parents must also be the limit the use of the internet for children. Restrictions on children use do not have to be strictly enforced, but parents must continue to provide encouragement or direction and must still respect the privacy of the child. And on the formula of the problem, first, what are the negative positive impact of internet use on children? Second, what caused many children to be depend on the internet? And last, what is the role of parent of calming this problem? And then we enter the discussion section. In this part, we have three important points. First, negative and positive impact of the internet addiction on children. There are several negative impacts of using the internet for children. A. Time is worse. Children will often forget the time when playing on the internet using their gadgets to throw away activities that are not important. Even though that time can be used for positive things or can be used for activities to support aspects of their own development. B. Brain development. If you use gadgets for too long in carrying out all daily activities, it will interfere with a child's brain's development, so that it causes obstacles such as not fluent in communicating or speaking in public, disturbing health. The more often children use gadgets, it will interfere with health, namely damage to the eyes. Someone's eyes will be minus. D. Eliminates interest in children play activities or other activities. This means that it will make a person will individualistic or aloof. E. Many features or applications that are not suitable for children. For example, name above harassment norms etc. F. Infor- Introverts' dependence on gadgets in their child assume that gadgets are everything for them. They will be angry or more emotional when spread from the gadget. The positive impact of the internet on children is that It is for them to get information in completing their schoolwork and they can learn to communicate and interact with many people. With the internet, children get things that support their learning faster and can send messages or assessment quickly that don't take a long time. The internet is also one of the benefits of interesting software. Tours interesting or motivate children to be enthusiastic about learning. Of course, the content or material being studied is easier and more interesting. For example, in learning animation or video is used which can create a new learning atmosphere so that children are not bored with the material given by the teacher at school. At the same time, prevent children from feeling bored because they think lessons are difficult and scary also. By utilizing social media properly and correctly, it will make children who have broad insights, smart children, and children who have a good socializing spirit towards many people. Second, the reason why many children are depend on the internet. In the world of internet, many internet users are addict to internet. Addiction means activity that is done repeatedly and can have negative impact. Sometimes that can make children who are addicted to the internet and can use the internet for a long time due to lack of supervising from parents or giving time limits for children to use the internet. Using the internet, children who are addicted to the internet will have impact such as prefer to spend time online rather than with friends or family. Second, not interested in doing interesting activities in real world, preferring in front of the computer. Third, more confidence with the internet world than the real world. Fourth, less interaction with the people around him. Fifth, experiencing euphoria every time involved and in anything related to computer or internet activities. From this behavior, it can be seen that internet addiction is negative impact. But the dangers that threaten internet addicts, it is important to anticipate, especially for children and adolescents. Anticipation can be done with disciplines in using gadgets and limiting the time of use. In this case, parental supervision is required. And last, the importance of the role of the parent overcoming the problem of internet addiction in children. Children of development age really need the role of parents. In period of growth, children like to imitating the behavior of the surrounding environment. Parenting parents who often use mobile phones when interacting with children greatly affect the habits of children. So, the children will get used to looking the cell phone and become familiar with the internet and over time without realizing it. Parents will give their children cell phones. This will be the beginning for the children to be addicted to the internet. Eventually, children will start to like everything that is on their cell phones, such as watching movies from YouTube shows and playing games. This can be divert children focus on the other world. Parents play a role in controlling and supervising children behavior using internet. Many positive things are obtained from the internet, but if parents are neglect supervising children activity in using the internet, then will have a negative impact. The internet has a big impact on children behavior patterns. Children are now very close to the internet which can be accessed anywhere mobile phones, laptop, iPads, or TV. This internet depends will affect children's social behavior. Children begin to have less interaction with their friends, are more aloof and careless about surrounding environment. What parents need to be overcome internet addiction is limit duration of internet access for children and also advise children not use the internet continuously, such as giving certain hours and certain days for children to use cell phones and internet, and given clarity on why it is not permissible to use the internet for too long. Firm action is necessary from children if children use internet access too often. Addiction to the internet causes more negative things than positive things for children. In addition, too long playing the internet causes damage to the eyes. If important things like that have implemented it is more effective if parents invite their children to play and spend time together without cell phone and internet. Children will feel less lonely if they have friends to play with. There are many things that parents and children can do spend time together with the internet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our paper ideas. Thank you.